Thanks so much for joining today's video. Today I will be showing you how to make a plant hanger tutorial, which is this one right here. So you can see that there are a lot of variations when making plant hangers. There's a minimalistic approach, which is this one right here. There's a traditional approach, which includes the spiral knot and the square knot. But this one is quite a different one because you can attach it from your ceiling. You usually put a hook from your ceiling and attach it from there. Or you can put it against your wall, just like this, and attach it this way. So I like it because it's versatile and you can hang it in your home however way you want. So, hope you enjoy this tutorial. Let's begin. If you purchase the kit from the Pinovate website, you will be receiving a wooden ring, which is this piece right here, and pre-cut rope. So you should have 8 pieces at approximately 10 feet long. So let's go ahead and set up your workstation. So you can go ahead and grab any piece of rope that you do have, tie it over a clothing rack, and attach your wooden ring onto it. Or if you have an S-hook, which I do have right here, you can purchase it from any hardware store. You just put it over a clothing rack or any station that you have at home that you could put this over, and put your ring through the hook, just like that. And that could be your working station. Let's begin with the Larks head knot. So what you would want to do is fold your rope in half and grab the end with a loop on. Bring it over the wooden ring and grab the other end with the 2 strings and feed it through the loop. Just like that, and pull. So repeat this process 8 times. Now we're going to go ahead with the second part of the piece, which is making the square knots. So for the square knot, you will be working with groups of 4. Make a P, bring over the 2 middle ropes and under the outer left rope. Take the outer left rope, bring it under the 2 middle rope and through the P. And now we're going to repeat the process on the left side. Instead of making a P, we're making a 4. So bring the outer left rope over the 2 middle ropes and under the outer right rope. Take this rope right here, which is the outer right, and bring it under the 2 middle rope and knot it together until it's secure and tight. And you should have something that looks like this, which is a square knot. So we're going to do this exact same knot 4 times across. So make sure that you work with groups of 4. Repeat. 4, take this one underneath and through. So now we're going to be doing alternating square knots, which simply means taking 2 ropes from the existing knot in order to complete another set of square knots. So let's go ahead and repeat the process. Once we're done that, we're going to go ahead and do the alternating square knot by taking 2 ropes from this piece and 2 ropes from this piece, creating another square knot. So as you can see, we're trying to create a V pattern, which is going this way and this way. So we're going to complete this V pattern by taking 2 ropes from the existing knot and 2 ropes from the other existing knot, and making the final square knot before we move on to the next part. So you should have a V pattern looking like this. So let's start from the middle, take 2 from the middle knot, and take 2 ropes right beside it and form another square knot. So we're going to repeat this process by taking 2 from the existing knot and adding 2 ropes that are right beside it. Now that you've completed this side, we're going to repeat it on the other side. Okay. So once you have this pattern come through, you would want to go ahead and take 4 ropes from the middle right here and make another square knot. So what we're basically doing is filling in the middle pattern that would create a diamond, because that's our goal in creating this piece. We're trying to make a diamond. Okay, so what we're trying to do is filling in the middle knots for this diamond that we're trying to create. Until you have an equal row of 4 square knots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is repeat the same process that we did at the top right here, by creating a V pattern, which is using the alternating square knots. So take 2 from the existing knot and take 2 ropes from right beside it. Okay, now we're going to create a half diamond at the bottom piece of this plant hanger, which goes like this. Okay, so in order to do that, you're going to take 2 ropes from the existing knot, adding 2 ropes right beside. now we're going to go ahead and complete the bottom part of the piece, which is the net that will hold the pot. So what you would want to do is go about 8 inches down from the last knot that you created. So I'd say 8 to 10 inches, however long you would like the plant hanger to be. So I'm going to do about 8 inches. So I'm grabbing a set of 4, 8 inches down approximately, and creating a square knot. So you're going to do that all the way across. Square knot, 8 inches down. So now that you've completed all of the square knots at the bottom, you'd want to take this rope and the other 2 ropes right beside it and create a square knot approximately 3 inches down. Okay. One. So you should have an extra piece of rope from your kit. So what you want to do is create a square knot by bringing it over, forming a P, taking the outer right rope, bringing it underneath all of the middle ropes and through the P. Just like that. And repeat the process on the left side. And forming the number 4, bringing it over the middle ropes, taking the outer right rope underneath all of the middle ropes and through. You should have something that looks like this, which is similar to a square knot. So repeat the process. Key. Thanks again for joining in today's tutorial. I hope that you had fun in creating your own macrame plant hanger. So let's go ahead and try out our new plant hanger. So I use any regular 6-inch pot that I do have. This one I just bought from IKEA, but you can purchase your pot anywhere else. But then again, it doesn't have to be a 6-inch pot. You can go as big as you want. You will just have to adjust the square knots at the bottom. So if you want a bigger piece, you would, instead of doing 3 inches, you would want to do maybe 5 inches. So you can just play around with your knots and see what fits your pot. So let's go ahead and try it out. There you go. Fits perfectly.